Right, come and check this out. Behind me, I have got the brand new Ego Max by Muck truck. This thing is powered by the PU 2700 Ego motor unit. Now I'm led to believe this is the first Barrow or utility car to be powered by Ego. Not only that, this machine is designed and built in the UK, and it is a global brand, so you're not too far away from a Muck truck supplier. And if you love Ego tools just like us, it means you can utilise those Ego batteries to power this machine. No fumes, no fuss, and very little noise. Just plug it in and go. Now in this video, we are going to show you all the features of this machine. We've got a range of accessories which we can attach up. We're going to do a load of gardening tasks and maintenance around the property and actually see if this machine is as capable as one of their most popular petrol models that they supply. But first, let's look at that Ego power plant and see what all the hype is about, because this unit is used on a lot of other manufacturers' machines. So let's go through the specs and see what it's all about.
The motor is rated to 200cc, it's four-wheel drive, has cleated tyres as standard. The motor has an eco and turbo mode. It's fitted with a 3-speed peerless Tecumseh transmission. Comes with an 8 cubic feet manual tipping skip. It's UK made and has the same components as a popular Max truck.
Now those specs really do speak for themselves. To think that that motor unit produces the power of a 200cc engine, it's certainly not going to lack, is it? Now let's get on to the first task. Now everyone likes a little bit of chainsawing, so let's go and do some garden clearance and use the Ego chainsaw. Let's turn it on. Is that button there? And it's really simple controls. Just select your gear, there's 3 gears, hold down your park lever and pull up the clutch. It's as simple as that. If you want to change gear, it's as simple as just stopping, selecting the gear and going again. Try it off-roading, shall we? Nice. Look at that. Get rid of that wheelbarrow now. Now when you get to position as well, instead of having to completely depower the machine, you can put it in standby mode. So just one push of that button on the side, it shuts it off. Now it will completely power off within 5 minutes, which is obviously just to conserve the battery power. But if you want to turn it back on again, just press that button. Very, very simple, very nice design. Anyway, let's grab my chainsaw and do some cutting. And there's nothing better than using Ego's CSX 5000 chainsaw. Now in the back end of this machine, in the Muck truck, we are running it with 2 12 amp hour batteries. You can get 1.5 hours runtime. That's trigger time, so the amount of time you're actually squeezing the trigger and going forward with 2 12 amp hour batteries. You can run it with a 2.5 all the way up to 12. So there's 2.5, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7.5, there's 10, and there's 12. So there's a range of different batteries Ego supply. So if you've got the smaller ones or even the big ones, they will all fit in this machine. Now that is fully laden with 365 kilos of weight in the butt. I think that is pretty impressive. But anyway, we're going to use the 12 amp hour battery now in the chainsaw and clear up this fallen timber.
Ego Power Plus has an awesome range of cordless tools, everything from ride-ons and trimmers to hedge trimmers and blowers and more. There's also the ever-increasing lifestyle range, which includes lighting, vacuum, power stations, pressure washers and even sound equipment. They all run on the same powerful 56 volt battery, bringing the number of tools this battery fits into to over 100.
And there we have it, one load of logs. Now, this Barrow is designed to take 3 times as much as a normal wheelbarrow. But with that much capacity inside, we'll take it off-road and actually see how it handles and how it drives. So we'll just slip our battery back out of our chainsaw, pop it back in the back, and we're good to go. That rode better than I thought it was going to. Now you'll probably notice it looks a little bit different, and that's because I fitted up the skip extensions. So it converts this Barrow to a bigger capacity. Now I wouldn't recommend this for obviously heavier goods, you know, rubble, because you'll just overload the machine, and the sides are a little bit flimsier than the metal that's in the butt. But for grass clippings or garden waste or anything like that, or wood chips, absolutely ideal. And at the beginning of the video I mentioned there is a range of accessories available for these muck trucks, including 2 types of flatbed, plywood and galvanized. As standard you get the cleated or agricultural tires, but if you don't want to wreck your lawn and want to use turf tires, you can get turf tires. But if the ground is that rough and that difficult a terrain to drive over, you can also get a twin wheel kit. You can remove the Barrow and put a leaf vacuum on, perfect for picking up those autumn leaves that are dropped on your garden. And if we come around the front of the machine, we can fit up a 50mm ball hitch assembly, so we can pull and we can push goods at our will. Now that is easily removed by just a clip and sliding it off. But not only that, we can fit a snowplow assembly on the front, which can be used for obviously snow or even surface grading. Now these accessories will obviously fit the rest of the range that Muck Truck produce as well. But now we've got our side extensions on, let's use it to do some grass cutting. And it means I can utilize those Ego batteries to now mow my lawn. And one thing I did forget to mention is you can use the Barrow with 1 battery. So, we haven't obviously got a lot of grass on this lawn because we haven't had much rain for several months, but it gives you an idea of what this thing can do and obviously the capacity of it. So let's go and tip the grass up, and then I think it'll be time to fit on the flatbed. We are going to load up 365 kilos or thereabouts on this machine and actually see if the motor unit can cope with it. They say it will do 365 kilos. So let's put the flatbed on, and it's as easy as tipping the butt like so. There's a little clip just there. Take the clip out, slide your butt off, put your flatbed on. Then we've got some tractor weights behind us. They are about 35 to 40 kilos a piece, so we'll put 10 on for argument's sake. And we're going to do some off-roading, up some slopes, around the yard, and actually see if that motor unit has got the power they say it has. Right, so we're all loaded up. We've got 10 weights on the front. Now, there is the Eco and Turbo mode down there. Muck Truck recommend, when you're using this machine, to have it in Turbo mode so you get the full power out of the motor unit. The other thing you want to do with this is obviously you don't want to squeeze the clutch up really, really quickly, otherwise you'll probably stall it. So you want to engage it very softly. Just like that. All right, let's go into first gear. Find some slopes. Only lack of power there.
Let's talk more about this Ego motor unit. The PU2700 certainly packs a punch, producing 9.2 Newton meters of torque and motor speeds of up to 3,600 RPM. It delivers 3.47 kilowatts of output, so you've always got the power you need. It's also IPX5 weather resistant, so it can be operated safely in the rain. Couple this motor with the 3-speed transmission fitted allows the machine to reach speeds of up to 5.6 kilometers per hour, which is perfect for getting those jobs around the site done quick.
So I think the big plus point with this machine is the versatility, the amount of attachments you can fit to it, as well as the rest of the Muck Truck range. But also that Ego power plant on the back certainly doesn't disappoint. It has got as much power, if not more, than a petrol machine, pulling up these weights up the slopes and over those sort of hills and the lumps and bumps. No lack of it at all. Now, battery wise, obviously we've used the same 2 batteries in the chainsaw and in the lawnmower, and moving around these weights and everything with these Muck Trucks, we have got 3/5 of a battery left on each of these 12 amp hour batteries. So that's pretty good going, if you ask me. And like I said, they run for an hour and a half fully laden, so I could run around the yard with these weights on for an hour and a half and I should still just be able to go. So I think that is a credit to that Ego unit and that motor unit on the back, and also for Muck Truck for fitting it on. It is a great bit of kit. Now I like the fact that these machines are very basic as well. There's no hydraulic steering, no brakes or anything like that. It's just simple good old brawn. You've just got to give it a little bit of a shove to the left or to the right to give it the steering, and when you go to tip it, all you do is lift up the lever, give it a heave-ho, and the butt and the balance of it will actually tip itself. It's not that hard at all. But there is two other models if you want something a little bit easier. You have got the Power Barrow 2, which is another battery machine, which is electronic tip and is also articulated in the middle, and you have got the H-Max if you want a hydraulic tip on the butt. But I wonder whether or not they will bring an option out on this one to have a, shall we say, electronic actuator on this tipping system, so it is all completely battery powered. And I think Muck Truck are going to do very well with this model, because I can't think of there being any other product on the market that is powered by the Ego power plant quite like this. That is the Ego Max from Muck Truck. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We're Machinery Nation and we bring you product videos every week all about tools and machinery. Drop us a comment below and we'll come back to you on any of your questions. Please ding the notification bell, subscribe to the channel and like this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!